Hey guys, we are back for part 3 of my toy video. I don't know if there's going to be a 4th part, we'll find out. But as I go through my toys and decide who we're keeping, who we're not, I will show you them. So we're still doing the puppy baby surprise videos. So we're going to go on to the next one. So the next one that I have here, which is probably the most complete out of all of them, is this one. This is Bunny Surprise. How cute. And this is very similar to the one that I had. She does have a gross stain on the back. Yeah. And her necklace is a little, I don't know. You probably can't see it on camera, but it's like a little chewed up a little bit. I always loved these. The first one, the first few didn't have, I don't believe Puppy and Kitty had it, but like as you see here, like there's a little bear actually on hers. A little bear booty. Same here with the bunny. There's a little bunny hanging off, which is so cute. But kids, because these were all Velcroed, this was like one of the first things that most kids lost on them. Like I said, all of mine had their necklaces. Oh, she's so cute. I'm thinking about actually keeping this one as well. Anyway, as with the others, the babies are underneath. What's her year? 92. So we open it up. And mine had 3 as well. Some of these are stained. No, I think I had 4. I think I'm missing, yep, I had one, because their ears, there was 2 different versions of the ears. There's the one I'm going to show you, and then there's ones that their ears were like straight up, almost like a mohawk. So I'll show you the first baby. Is this sleeping little boy, which I did have him. These guys also have the little locket underneath. He is so cute. There's also another sleeping one. I think this one's stained. Yeah, this one has a little stain on it. So I'm really grossed out about. I must have been there when I got it, but I just never realized it. Super, super cute. Look at that face. Oh, look at that. And these are more beanbag than the kitties were. And then this is the little girl. Her eyes open. Little fluffy tails. How cute. So sweet. Very cute. Actually, considering all the weird stains, we may be getting rid of this one. I don't know where the stains are from. Then, after they came out with those originals, the original puppy, the kitty, the horse, well, pony, the baby cub, and the bunny, they came out with another series. And there was a cat and there was a puppy. I did have both at one point. I got one with my allowance, and then the other one I think was a birthday gift. These came out years later. A couple years later, 93. So this series, the mothers were a little smaller and you got less babies. You could get 2 or 3 in these ones. So the magic with these were that the baby's eyes could open and close with warm or cold water. And you could also get runts later on. Like the original wave of them, they just had the open and close eye feature, and then later on you could get littler ones or bigger ones. So this one is, my throat's dry. Do I got my water over here? No. Sorry about that, guys. But I did locate this one, and she was at a really good price. So this is what one of the kitties look like. They didn't have the detail on the necklaces as the bigger ones had. It just says KS for Kitten Surprise. And you can see she is much smaller than the original cats were, and she's actually sitting up, where these were kind of laying down. But the babies are still down here. So this one is missing a baby. Because like I said, these came with 2 or 3. And I remember when I bought mine with my allowance, like I would see how big their bellies were to try to figure out how many was inside. And I remember I hit it right and I ended up getting 3, and I was like so excited about it. Anyway, so these babies are smaller than the original babies were. I'll even pull out one of the kittens so you can get an idea. that there is a size difference between the two. Not by much, but there is a size difference because obviously the mother's smaller. If she was a real cat, she would have smaller babies. And I don't know if you could see very well because, well, first it's a little girl, and again, they are still going with the same facial sculpts. They still have the little necklaces. But if you could see, the eyes are actually kind of cloudy. This was common in these toys. There was Barbie dolls that had the open and close eyes, the bedtime Barbies. And really all it was is, when you first got them, their eyes look legitimately closed because they've put a ton of goop over the eyes just to make it look more legitimate, like they were actually sleeping. But the reality is, now this one is sleeping, but you can still see the eyes. It's just like they're slightly cloudy. They have cataracts, pretty much is what it is. Cute though. Still really, really cute. Tiny little baby kitty. It's adorable. But, they were, like I said, slightly different than the others. Like I said, later on they came out where you could get a regular size baby and a runt. Even in the bigger ones, they had that later on when they were starting to run out of ideas for these toys. I wish I had a puppy one to show you. I sadly do not. The puppies were very similar. They sat up like this, had the same amount of babies. Mine was a pink one, and those mommy dogs looked very similar to this particular dog. They didn't have really the variety of breeds as the larger ones had at the time. Just fine. Even the cats, they had so many. If you look, you could still find them online and on eBay. Some of them go for some pretty big bucks. I remember it's hard to find, but there was a panda version of this, which was super cute. But I really loved this one. The purple is just so cute. I love her. Considering her age, she's in really great condition. Her tush tag is long gone. Maybe one of the babies has a year, because I know she came out later on from the puppies. Yes, the babies do. 92. So when did the puppies come out? Because I thought that they came out earlier. 91. Okay, so 2 years difference. So the majority of these other animals started coming out a couple years later. So this was 91, and these were 92, and this series came out in 93. Later on, they would just sell puppies by themselves. Those were really cool because some of them were swimmers, like you put them in the tub. Some of them were sleepers. They came with little costumes. They were all different, but you didn't know which ones you were going to get, which was kind of cool. I think you could pick, like, if you were getting the dog or the cat. Later on, they just had the babies themselves, and you didn't know what they looked like. They stood about this tall. They weren't as popular, and you would press a button, and it would meow or bark, so you had an idea of what kind of animal you were getting. I forgot what they called those puppy surprises, but they were in the same series, but those ones didn't have babies. They were already, like, babies themselves. But yeah, so I think this one may be getting a new home as well, but that's okay. I am going to probably do another video on these other 3 items that are here, but prior to that, I will show you these last 2 little things. Now, these are really, really old McDonald's toys that I just kept around. Like, when I was in college, sometimes I would just go to McDonald's just to get myself a McFlurry or a Happy Meal, something small in between classes. So I got this and I kept it. It's Animal Alley, and her name is Darla. She's a little unicorn, as you can see. And this was a Toys R Us exclusive at the time. Like, Toys R Us doesn't exist anymore, which like kind of blows my mind. Like, I'm still not over that. And her little tag says, "Hi, I'm Darla, and I'm one of a kind. I'll be your friend if you'll be mine." And this came out in 2001. Which I wasn't in college yet. I was still in high school when this came out. But even, like, in high school, I didn't eat a lot of fast food, so a Happy Meal would be something that I would get. And then this little guy, what year did you come out in? 2000? 2007? I think 2007? 2009. So this is a little Chihuahua. And this was the 30 Years of Happiness. So this was the Happy Meal's 30th anniversary, which is like crazy. But there you go. It shows you right there, 30 Years of Happiness. And it's a little tie Beanie Baby, and this one is called Pico. And born June 10th. There's just so much to do and see. Good thing I've got such energy. Come on with me and don't delay. We'll have fun each and every day. And how adorable is that? You know, I've always had a thing for Chihuahuas. So cute. But it's time. I think it's time to say goodbye to these two little Happy Meal toys. Although maybe I'll put this guy on my desk. He is just too cute to say goodbye to, isn't he? I better be careful because if Desi sees this thing, it's gonna get eaten. We don't want you to get eaten, do we? No, we don't want that at all. Hard to believe like how time flies, you know what I'm saying? Like just looking at these things and how old they are, like these things are in their 20s. That's insane to me. But oh, there's another motorcycle. It's been crazy with the motorcycles lately. Especially since like we're supposed to be social distancing. I guess on a cycle you are, but in this area they do have a lot of like festivals for the bikes. So I'm wondering if they're planning on doing that this year. I don't know. Anyway guys, we're gonna end it here since we're almost out of time, so I could do the last video, which is it's gonna be pretty fun. So I hope to see you there.